Welcome back to Financially Smart. My name is Anna and thank you for tuning in to my channel. Today's topic is a continuation of how to start an emergency fund. If you haven't watched the first part of this series, please check that out and you can come back to this video later on. I'll put the link in the description below. And of course, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring that bell to stay tuned on my new videos every Tuesdays. So let's do a quick recap. Here's the first part of our discussion in starting an emergency fund. First, set a monthly budget and find out what you can set aside each month or each paycheck. Second, choose the right savings account for an emergency fund. And third, pay yourself first and automate your savings. Here's the fourth one. Stash away bonuses or tax refunds. Did you receive a windfall of unexpected money? Whatever the reason is, whether it's a tax refund, pay raise, annual bonus, sold something like your car, jewelry, furniture, or generous birthday gift, set the money aside to give your emergency fund a boost instead of spending it. You can achieve your emergency fund goals months sooner this way. Fifth one. Try and cut out frivolous spending and increase your emergency fund. Building an emergency fund and automating your savings is also the perfect time to put your spending habits under the microscope. Spot areas where you can cut frivolous purchases and maximize your savings. To determine the expenses that you can eliminate, identify the difference between your needs and wants. Need. It's a necessity, an obligation, and it's something essential. How about wants? It's a desire, a wish, something non-essential. So now that we know the difference, to eliminate unnecessary expenses, I'll give you some samples. You can bring your lunch to work instead of buying it. Use public transit instead of your cars. Cancel gym memberships and streaming services you rarely ever use. Ditch those pricey lattes and brew your own coffee at home or at work. You can even use coupons, cashback offers, and take advantage of specials or check out Money Savings app whenever buying groceries. And always stick to a stringent shopping list. You can try to call your internet provider to negotiate a better rate. Adapt the 30-day rule whenever you're thinking about buying something new to avoid impulse purchases. Designate days when you can order out to avoid making food deliveries a routine. All these strategies can cut down your spending and allow you to allocate more money towards your emergency fund. When you finish paying off a loan, for example, a car loan, student loan, or financing from a store, is a great opportunity to increase your emergency fund. Take the money you were putting towards your monthly payments and deposit them into your savings account instead. These payments are already included in your budget and you can use the funds to good use. And lastly, review your goals. Review your financial goals on a regular basis. Your family, personal, or work situation may change and this may affect your budget. Even minor changes can have an impact on the time you'll need to reach your emergency saving goal. When these events occur, modify your budget according to that so that your emergency fund remains a priority. Without an emergency fund to help you cover your expenses, you could end up paying bills with a credit card, relying on payday loans, or heavily using your secured or unsecured line of credit. All these options charge interest, but the credit card and payday loan rates are very high. While using a line of credit for emergencies is an option, if you don't have an emergency fund, it's better to use the savings before tapping to a line of credit. Okay, so how much should we keep in an emergency fund? Ideally, we want to save 3 to 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund. However, the old rule of thumb doesn't apply anymore because most Canadians struggle with debt, carrying an average of $72,500 according to Equifax Canada. That 3 to 6 months worth of expenses would go entirely towards debt repayment. So what can we do? While aiming to save that ideal nest egg of 3 to 6 months worth of fixed expenses is always the plan, just try to save as much as you can within your budget, factoring debt repayment. Saving isn't easy, but it shouldn't be complicated. While every person has a unique financial situation and priorities, gaining control and perspective of your finances always begins by creating a bi-weekly or monthly budget. And of course, living beneath your means. I hope you found value in this topic. Feel free to share it with your family and friends. And if you have any questions or topics that you want us to discuss, feel free to leave us a comment below. And of course, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring that bell. And I'll see you all on the next video.